Welcome everybody into our semifinal matchup number 1. We are going to be doing both semifinal matchups today. So I'm trying to do one thing and talk at the exact same time. Permitted terms and phrases. Search a term permitted. I apparently had to permit the phrase "you coward." Oh, this is all from Nightbot. That's why. This is all from Nightbot because, or not Nightbot. Blocked terms and phrases. Best viewers on. There you go. People can't say the phrase "best viewers on." Oh, look at that. There's been one occurrence already of cheap viewers. 13, 26, 39. There's been about 40-something. There's about 40-something instances of people trying to say Phoenix. There's about 40 instances. Wait, what? I was just looking at banned phrases because I banned the phrase cheap viewers because we keep getting a bot that literally says cheap viewers on this hyperlink. So I just added the phrase, or I just blocked the phrase best viewers on. So you can say best viewers here, but you can't say best viewers on because all of the bot messages always say best viewers on or cheap viewers. So, using my brain. Anyways, we're here in the semifinal matchup. We are here in the semifinal matchup of Ash versus Storm League Enjoyers. Now, let's talk about bounties, because this Murky Cup does use bounties. You can start getting bounties for your team in the qualifiers starting in the semifinals. So we were just in the quarterfinals. You couldn't claim bounties, but now you can. What are bounties? Bounties are picking, playing, and winning with specific heroes like Butcher, Cho'Gall, Nova, Asmodee, Gazlo, Murky, Probius, Valir, and Kel'Thuzad. Murky is worth a triple reward, by the way. There's also specific talents: Convection, Kael'thas, Illidan Hunt, Nidus Network Zagara, Twin Blades Varian, Monstrosity Abathur, and Longboat Raid Vikings. Duos of Stitches Alexstrasza with the level 1 Globe talent. Lili and Chen, no talent specifics. Healer team comp, triple healer team, no healer team, and Juice Pirates. Now, what does this all mean for the teams? If you win a bounty, or if you complete a bounty, you are able to get one of the shares of the $1,000. So let's say there's 4 teams that have all done a bounty each. Each team gets 25%. There's also a cash prize. There will be $1,000 assigned to the top 3 teams, plus the $1,000 for additional bounties. So first place for the top 3 assigned teams. I don't get that one on the cash prize thing, so I guess there's like a secondary cash prize. Oh, no. That's literally just the cash prize for getting first place in the tournament. Sorry, I was misunderstanding. I was like, is there like a bounty thing on top of the bounty thing? No, that's just first place gets $600 for the tournament. Got it. All right, anyways. I think I've covered all of that haphazardly. We'll get it all pulled together as the tournament goes on. But as I mentioned, Ash on the left-hand side, Storm League Enjoyers on the right. And let's go Murky. Let's go Murky. Murky is worth a triple bounty, which means he's, I'm assuming that counts for 3 bounties completed. Ash, by the way, I'm gonna assume it's adventures scripted by Holpaka. We'll see what they actually have their name as. But either way, Battlefield of Eternity would be map number 1. I'm out of breath, apparently. Let's get into this draft further along. Chromie, Johanna, Deckard, Dahak on the left. We've got a Vala, Hogger, Karazim on the right. That's a Cho'Gall setup if I've ever seen one, I'll tell you what. That right there, beautiful Cho'Gall setup for Battlefield of Eternity. It's not like there's a lot of percent-based damage. Oh my god, I have heartburn. I have such wicked heartburn today. I should probably take something. Anyways, Garrosh, Ana. So double healer on the right. Could have picked up a... Could have replaced Hogger with another healer and just gone for the triple and run it down bottom lane. Last pick on the left, gonna need some sort of auto attack, sustain damage into the Immortal. Greymane's not a bad idea here. Cassia, Tracer, they're all very, very available. Wait. Oh, no. Hanzo was target banned because I just looked over. I was like, oh, it's Bish. Oh, wow. It's Genji, everybody. No way. Whoa, Genji. Genji played in a tournament? What? Yep, exactly, Ashmantle. Exactly, bud. Alright. Twitch predictions up and available. Let's get into it. Thank you, Ashmantle. Thank you. I am convinced that we didn't have a lot of gambles last game because no one did the gamble command in chat. I am convinced that that was the reason last Twitch prediction was so lackluster. Left-hand side is the first time, the first time we're seeing them today is going to be Adventure scripted by Hopaka, or Ash for short. We have Ren playing Deckard, Hopaka on the Johanna. Bish will be your Genji. We'll have a solo lane Mai Dahaka. And Chromie will be played by Run Down for Life, which that's Marielle is playing on Run Down for Life account. Not sure why, but either way, right side of the map is going to be Storm League enjoyers. We did see them earlier on take a 2-0 up against their opponent to move into the semifinal matchup. Winner of this series goes to the grand finals, coming up later today. Up next is another semifinal matchup to determine the second team for the grand finals. Rai on the Hogger, twice on the Garrosh, Alvarez playing Ana. Aryan will be your... Who is that? Vala. And we'll have a lob called Karazim. 11,900 on Ash to win. Hot dog. Alright, so let's take a look over here in the solo lane, because bottom lane right now is looking kind of boring. Q build Vala, yeah, that makes sense. Slumbering Shells on the Ana. Or Slumber Shells. Piercing, or once again the first time for Chromie, Sapphire, Deckard Cain. As well as enhanced agility to Haka, time trap from Chromie. Set up in the bush, but I don't think you want to time trap your Johanna friend. Scroll the ceiling down from Deckard Cain. No one caught out by that. Potion set up from Ren here as well. Taking a peek back into top lane. Karazim's rotated up. A couple punches into the face of Dahaka. But the big old dinosaur is going to be able to tap the bush and get that movement speed over to the left-hand side. I believe he's going to be able to scout this out over here. Yep. And he does peek into the vision of the enemy. Genji rotating in, but here comes Vala as well. Hogger gets a bounce towards the left. And Vala with a multi-shot out. Camps will be traded as bottom lane Impalers will be picked up by the side of Ash as well. Good jump in from Genji. The Haka hog wilds away. And you're looking to push in this Impaler camp for top lane. Drag to pull an Impaler in to tower shot range. Clears that out safely and quickly. Objective phase will be announced here in 30 seconds. Up for contest in about 60. Genji chilling once again. Jumps in. Few shurikens. No level 4. No shuriken mastery. Wait, Scroll of Ceiling goes down, catches Karazim. There's a Biotic Grenade down from Ana, and that will be Chromie falling first. First blood to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. But that does sway your gamble. Indomitable, Shuriken Mastery, Subdue, which is undone, sub-undone. We'll figure out a better phrasing for that. Hey, we got mini floor juice with our Ruby as well. Genji harassing over here. Karazim rotates in with a few punches. And that'll be the end of that as Hogger probably hearths out for full. No, he's just going to pick up some trash right there. Genji, he should have mobility to get away. I thought that sleep dart would actually connect and he would have been bursted down, but not the case. And Immortals will spawn here in just a moment. Oh, we got 11,000, almost 12,000 to 420. At least we got odds, and that's the important part. The points won't go to the void this game. Johanna thrown away from this first objective phasing. Time stop on to Garrosh as he does take a sandblast to the butt. Oh, now I can't stop thinking about Costco pizza. God dang it. I have another chicken wrap for dinner. No, I'm actually just gonna make chicken tenders tonight. I don't have any stuff for the wraps, actually, now that I think about it. No, I could get some fresh tomato from the grocery store after stream. And some lettuce as well. Solo laners, well, they're just gonna be chilling. Not really anything exciting over in the solo lane right now. Dahaka brush talking in towards the bottom, looking for the team fight. That's gonna be Scroll of Ceiling. Indomitable activated by Garrosh as well. Bada grenade going out. Sorry, no, don't apologize at all. Pizza just sounds really good today. It's been a little bit since I've had pizza. Like a week and a half. Another sleep dart out from the Ana. Healing darts being thrown out as well. And that'll be some poke here and there. Speaking of poke, Vala with a Q, trying to get another hit onto the Immortal. Does land another stack, 6 stacks currently. Little Emerald from, a little Ruby from Deckard Cain. Johanna being able to rotate out through all of that. 5 HP! As Ana does go down. First kill for the side of Adventure scripted by Holpaka as Rai maybe the next target. Garrosh gets the toss away. Hogger with the Hog Wild to disengage. Vala still getting stack after stack. Max range with that Hungering Arrow. Hits the Immortal. Gets a little bit of damage there. Speaking of damage, though, Genji, Deckard Cain have moved over and start racing on this Immortal, but they can't race against this. Vala's reset for full. She's going to get full mana. Does have the level 7 for the Monster Hunter. Garrosh getting a couple autos in. Speaking of autos, Karazim dives in as well. And this will be the first Immortal going over the side of Storm League Endurers. At least that's the anticipation right now. Dahaka lands the drag on the right-hand side of this over onto the Ana. Biter Grenade does come out. The Immortal phase is won out by this Storm League Enjoyer crew. And I thought they were going to lose their Ana. I think they're definitely going to lose their Garrosh. Temporal Loop onto the Karazim as he's trying to wiggle away from all that sand. Genji gets the shurikens needed. Ends up tossing the Dahaka over the wall. A drag onto Karazim. And the Biter Grenade shuts down any healing onto the Dahaka. So at least there is the trade. Hogger heads to top lane to start soaking up for his allies. And 10 talent here, almost here for both teams. Impalers, we're pushing up bottom lane. The Immortal is here as well. You're going to make the Dorito crusted chicken for dinner? Best of luck. I'm curious how it's going to turn out. The recipe looked really interesting. I am getting chicken drumsticks from the grocery store, and then I'm going to marinate them with the Texas whiskey glaze that Kel sent me, and then I'm going to barbecue those tomorrow. A lot of chicken in the diet lately, but I mean, chicken's pretty healthy of a protein. I'm trying to diet a little bit. Got to start getting into my winter figure. Which is mostly just eating a lot of food and then getting in shape because of snowboarding. But I'm trying to get in shape before snowboarding. Johanna being harassed here near the bottom lane. Biter Grenade goes out. Auto attacks from Vala are pretty good. But there's some potions down here still left behind from Deckard Cain, so Johanna will be unthreatened, really. There's one recipe I got from HelloFresh that I still cook to this day. Like, I got HelloFresh a while ago for some, like, recipe ideas, but I really wasn't learning anything new. It was just like, oh, fajitas, but they have, like, HelloFresh's seasoning and stuff, which there was one seasoning that that was awful. Anyways, they have this, it was like pesto panko crusted chicken. It was really good. Essentially, it was just a chicken breast with pesto on top, and then you push a bunch of panko into it, and then you bake it, and then you're done. And it's delicious. I've been trying to figure out how to make tofu taste good since I would like to incorporate it into my diet. From my understanding, tofu is a lot like mushrooms in that they take whatever flavor or seasoning you give them. But on their own, they're pretty bland and texture is meh. I've tried tofu a bunch of times. I just don't care for it. It is healthier by all means. It's just, I don't know. Not crazy for tofu. So Vala soaks some things in bottom. We've got our 10 talent tiers across the top of the screen. Temporal Loop, Isolation, Divine Shield, X-Strike for Genji, as well as the Stay Well and Listen. On the opposing side, 7-sided Strike, Rain of Vengeance, Warlord's Challenge, Nano Boost, and Shockwave. As the Nano Boost was applied to the Vala, she's going to be ally tossed away. Stay Well and Listen from the Decker Cane as the Rain of Destruction comes through. Rain of Vengeance comes through, but I don't think there's any stun. Hogger does get taken out on the north side of things. It looks like that Genji was able to chase him down with some Hog Wilds going a little too wild. Mapu Tofu's the way. I mean, I'll still try new Tofus for sure. But if my neighbor offers it to me, I'm like, I've had the tofu you make. It's not anything awful. It's not anything amazing. Mapo tofu is also like a pork dish, so that sounds delicious to me. That sounds delicious to me. Waiting for the second team fight around this second objective phase. Sleep Dart going out. Dahaka heading to top. He's going to be soaking up. I'm assuming he's got the Brush Stock available. 7-sided Strike. Really good damage into Hopaka. The Biter Grenade denies so much healing as Dahaka flanks in with a Brush Stock and lands the drag. But Ana does not go down. Hogger will be picked off in the lower lane. And now Genji. X-Strike marks the spot. Karazim does go down. Shurikens almost take down Aryan. And Genji will be also traded. Oh, unfortunate, Genji. But you know what? They get 3-2 in kills, and it's looking like this Immortal phase is going to be won out by the side of Adventure scripted by Hopaka. I don't think Garrosh can race against this. I don't think. Have you never had Map Tofu? No. Is it Mapu or is it Mapo? I thought it was Mapu, I thought it was like a weird pronunciation. That doesn't look like how it's spelled. But no, I've never had Map Tofu. T? I've had a lot of seitan, which I believe is a type of tofu. My neighbor makes it. Seitan makes you fart so much. My God. Mapo. Oh, it's Mapo. Okay, okay. But yeah, seitan is like he'll make seitan and I'll be like, I'm gonna have to leave your party in like 3 hours because it's just gonna be a gaseous mess. Karazim, couple autos in. Block totem cleared away. Immortal phase cleared out here. Genji with a few shurikens into the fort and top lane, just trying to take that down. Shingun siege value does help out a little bit. Uh-oh, oh, he used some mobility. No, he should have a swift strike to be able to get away, right? Meanwhile, though, Garrosh is on the left-hand side of this. I'll head them off at the pass. Isolation misses. Sleep Dart connects. And healing is going to put Dahaka nearly back to full. Satan does make me fart. Satan does make me fart, yes. That's why people say, "Get behind me, Satan." Is that really why they say that? It's been a fart joke this entire time. Dang. I'm missing out. I have to tell my dad. Couple autos from Karazim here. Alright, top lane fort does go down. 16 talent here on the left-hand side for Ashe. Adventure scripted by Hopaka. Not sure if they changed their name for this tournament, but that's what they told me last time. So I'll have to ask them after this game and see if it's anything different. 2 tower shots onto Bish here. Couple shurikens thrown in. Nice Indomitable to deny the drag from Dahaka. Beautiful timing. decent cooldown on Indomitable, 40 seconds, but hey, denies the drag, denies a potential kill setup into Garrosh, as we do have the Immortals on race potential sides. And this is camp grab first for the top lane. Haka in the bush on the right side of our screen. Walks up, looks for the drag onto Vala. Ally toss breaks that away. Groundbreaker into Sleep Dart. Any enemy tosses? No. Nano boost onto Vala. That's a little unfortunate, so far away on the right here. This does look like it's going to be an objective phase picked up by Ashe. Vala vaulting forward, a little bit of poke damage onto this Johanna. Hogger. Is there... Okay, so there's going to be a cleansing dash from Karazim with that 16 talent tier. Johanna finishes Subdue. X-Strike from Genji. And a beautiful shockwave from Hogger sets up the kill into that Genji. As now Vala, sustained damage. Manticore level 16 is here as well. She is chunking. Speaking of chunking, Chromie almost takes down the Vala, who needs to back away. Some cleansing dashes and heals from Ana and Karazim onto the Vala, who continually work through this Immortal shielding and health bar in the bottom lane. Dahaka clearing out the wave, so their own minions will push up here a little bit faster. Sleep Dart onto the Chromie. The assist pings are there. Toss from Garrosh. Immortal spin. Creates a little bit of space, but Vala should have the autos needed. They trade! The last auto from Chromie, the last auto from Vala. It's like the ending to one of the Rocky movies where they're like mid-punch. Is that Rocky 2? Bottom lane keep will be saved. Genji, is he gonna grab the siege camp? No, it doesn't look like he will, okay. Dahaka pushes up top lane. Just looking to see what we have going on the map, and yeah, camp for bottom grabbed. Wave and top is cleared away. The camp is the camp is safely grabbed, of course, because Storm League enjoyers are showing on the minimap. 8 to 8 in kills, but the experience is slightly ahead for. Uh-oh, that might be a really good and needed kill to bolster that experience and close the gap. That was Rocky 7. I don't know if you're joking or not, to be honest. Didn't they technically continue the Rocky movies, but like under the name of like Creed or something like that? Didn't they kind of like rebrand it, but it's still like Stallone is like the coach or something, and I think he's like, it's his production company.
I shall land in a moment, as will my foe.
All right, so Genji gets the deny on the heart. So I was about to call the Vala Amelia, like one of the characters in our D&D group. Mana boost onto Genji, or excuse me, Nano boost onto the Vala. Temporal loop onto the. God dang it. Nano boost onto Vala, temporal loop onto her as well, so Genji's able to back away. No big deal on that one. 20 talent tier will still be here faster for the side of Ashe. As Dahaka's thrown out of position, some good vaults from Vala. Hope she goes Acrobat level 20, because that'll give you an insane amount of Q's available. Oh my god, Hogger goes down. Stay a while and listen onto 2. Bless Shield, 52 seconds away. Bot Grenade goes out from Ana. There was a Decker Cane. Emerald applied as well. Dahaka burrows trying to buy some time. The gate's taken down. The 7-sided strike comes through. And Dahaka will be traded. But it still is a 2-for-1 favoring the side of Adventure scripted by Holpaka. I have no idea, just assume 7. There's like 6 or 7 Rambo movies for sure. I watched all the Rambos like 6 months ago. I had a Rambotham. Actually, no, I think there's 5. I think there's 5 Rambos. Ooh. A little bit of lag on my end, I do believe. Yeah, my ping is currently 239. So might have a couple little lag spikes here. I do apologize ahead of time. Yeah, the last 2 Rambos are not good. Especially the last one. The last one just looks like Stallone's tired. But you know what? He's still gonna make Cliffhanger 2. Which ironically takes place in the Dolomites. Which is where they actually filmed Cliffhanger 1, but that takes place in Colorado, so interesting. The Dolomites, by the way, are a mountain formation in Italy. Beautiful mountain formation. Like how we have the Rockies here, the Appalachia, the Sierras. Oh, Ash is gonna have the next Immortal here. I think this is the 3rd or 4th of the game. I kind of lost track there. Got a little distracted. But it seems like Storm League enjoyers, they're like, all right, y'all can go ahead and... You can have that Immortal pushing. We're going to fight in bottom lane. Storm Shield activated by the Johanna. Ooh. Getting a little bit of a slideshow here on my end. Sorry. It's great. You know what? That just means we can see what's happening in the fight better. Vala was getting the Nano boost right there. Does have the Acrobat level 20. Nano Infusion was picked up as well. Karazim picks up his Storm Shield. Johanna with a Blinded by the Light, which is a Storm Shield as well, so a little bit of overlap on those abilities. 7-sided Strike from Karazim. Hogger with the no control, looking for something that Stay Wild and Listen from Decker Kane is pretty good. And Hogger does go down to Genji. Karazim should be picked off here. He's going to try and dive in and trade into Chromie, and we'll be able to get that value. The Immortal is on core currently. Vala with some multi-shots out. But I think this is going to be GG's in favor of Adventure scripted by Holpaka. They'll be able to take map number 1 in a nice back and forth, but still a controlled game number 1 to our blue side. Very controlled. Oh no, we fell below 300 subs. Oh no. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. It's been a really fun week so far. Hope you're all having a wonderful day and enjoying the games. Got a lot of fun casting content for all of you, so looking forward to covering it all. There are, by the way, there is Murky Cup on the weekend, but that'll be happening at 7 a.m., so I'll be getting up early and destroying my sleep schedule for all of you lovelies. But let's go ahead and roll out some ads and get into map number 2. When do they actually have the live thing? Welcome back, everybody. We're getting into map number 2 in our first semifinals of the day. We have another semifinal after this, and then the 2 winners from these 2 semifinals go into the grand finals, and we will take a look at that when it happens. I'm just trying to find out here really quickly. When is the live streaming event for Gamescom? Opening night live. There we go. That probably has my information I'm looking for. Opening night live, ONL, Jeff Knightley, blah, blah, blah. FJ. News. That. Big opening show on August 20th in Cologne. August 20th is less than 2 weeks away. On the 20th of... Oh, that's a Tuesday. Oh, man, it's so close. I can't wait to make a bingo card. I've been thinking about bingo squares already. Like Bloodborne, Bloodborne Remake, Bloodborne Remaster, Bloodborne 2, all of those. Elder Scrolls 6, I think everyone's hyped about. Garden of Terror will be our map number 2 in this best of 3 series. Blaze, Uther, Sylvanas, Hanzo banned away. Target ban onto the Bish Hanzo. Does not surprise me. Diablo first pick. Okay, Diablo first pick. They could skip picking a tank right now and bait out a Garrosh ban from Storm League enjoyers. So I'd like to see this to be some sort of healer, like a Brightwing, and then maybe pick up like a global with that, another global. I was thinking maybe Falstead. But I do like the Cursed Bullet, percent base damage, sustained damage from Greymane. He can solo camps easily. So I do like this quite a bit. Not a bad start from the side of adventures scripted by Holpaka. Oh, God, man, I don't know why I have such bad heartburn today. I gotta take something after this game. A very early Zeratul Yrel. What's Gamescom? Yes, the first one. Gamescom, one word, and yes, C-O-M. It is a big, it's a big video game conference that happens in Germany once a year. So we have, like, there's, like, Summer Games Fest that happened a couple months ago. That happens every year. Gamescom happens every year. So basically, these are the events that replaced E3, essentially. These events really spurred and started up around when E3 was starting to go. So it's a good, it's a, like, we're definitely going to see stuff about Diablo there. I'm pretty sure there's already teases for that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of World of Warcraft trailer, just to be able to get people to buy the game because the expansion comes out, like, later this month. But we will see video game news. Like, there's, you know, Silk Song is of course always talked about. What else is there? I mean, Elder Scrolls could be announced. Maybe we'll see new Doom Dark Ages information. We'll probably get some brand new games. Them bagels are filled with acid. I think it's the sausages. I bought a different brand of sausages, and I think these ones just might not agree with my stomach as much. You know, I was wondering if we would get an Abathur this game, and I really just didn't want to say it and jinx it, but holy heck, we got an Abathur. Where's Ninja? Where's Ninja? We got an Abathur. Where's also, Forget What? Forget What will be very happy about this slug bug. Right side of the map, we do have Diablo, Zeratul, Yrel. Still need a healer to go along with that. Malfurion could be a pickup. It's not too bad of a synergy with Diablo CC. Innervate on the Zeratul is really nice as well. And Moonfire to poke around the objective. They're going to go for an Anduin with a Jaina as well. Okay. I don't think we'll get Holy Word Salvation, Polymorph, Stormbolt. Those are all options and opportunities to interrupt. Albeit there's only 2, but then you also have like Skullcracker level 7 for the mini stun, so that's another interrupt onto it after the 3rd attack. Last pick on the left-hand side, I'd like to see a mage paired into this. Abathur. Greymane's a great clone target, but a mage can be really nice. Li Ming would be fantastic here. So reset potential gives you a dive. Yo! Where's Crushinator? Where's Crushinator? The people got Artanis. The people have an Artanis. There's Ninja. He's just in time to gamble on this Abathur game. All right. There we go. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up a little bit here. We do have a delay on stream today. Thank you all for your patience. As there we go. The gamble is set. Adventure scripted by Holpaka. With a very unique draft for Garden of Terror. We'll see if they can eke out a 2-0 victory and head straight into the grand finals for Murky Cup Qualifier number 1. Mai on the Artanis, Bish to play the Muradin, Ren on the Brightwing. We got a Holpaka Abathur, and down for Liv will be your Greymane, which is Marielle. Abathur, by the way, does have a bounty on the Evolve Monstrosity. We'll see if they go into it this game. I doubt it, but you never know. Storm League Enjoyer is looking to take us to a map number 3 in this best-of-3 series in the semifinals of Murky Cup Qualifier number 1. Rai playing your Yrel. We have got an Alvarez Jaina twice on the Diablo. Lavko playing Anduin, and Aryan will be your Zeratul. This Zeratul in the past has been really, really, really strong, so we'll have to see how things work out. Flank set up here in the rotation down towards bottom. Abathur will hat this wave in mid. Jaina clears that out quickly. Zeratul trying to get regeneration globes for Jaina. I was about to say, I thought he was going to be going... Oh, wait, hold on. Muradin finds the Janus split from the team, lands the Stormbolt, but Diablo comes right back in with the Shadow Charge. Chastise zones the Greymane as Zeratul continues to chase in with the Warp Blade activation, but he's not able to find a kill onto this Muradin. Jaina drops another Blizzard, and it looks like it's double rotations from mid to bottom consistently to be able to get the regeneration globes for Jaina's level 1. I say that, and of course that does not happen anymore. Prolific Dispersal and Venom Nest level 1 for our Abathur. No Spike Burst upgrade. No Pressurized Glands or anything like that at level 1, so interesting. No Needle Spine. Zeratul did go for Greater Cleave. That's a 33% radius increase. Those of you who paid attention in math, it means that it's a lot bigger than 33. The diameter, I mean. Phase Shift from Brightwing. Little Thunderclap down on the ground. Diablo polymorphed. He's going to be able to get back behind the gate. 42,000 to 420. Wow, that's some big Abathur belief right there on the side of Adventure scripted by Hopaka. As Muradin Dwarf tosses in. Nice leap of faith from Anduin, creating some space for Diablo to get over to this well. And a Fire Stomp goes out. Level 4s are here on the right-hand side a little bit faster, as we do have Soul to Flame, Piercing Light. We do have the Prolific Dispersal now at level 4, so no auto attack speed augment with the Adrenaline Glands. That's not right. Adrenal Overcharge, I think, is the name. Dream Shot for Brightwing. We could see Hush later on. Often something that's kind of paired together because of the extra range. But if you don't know, Dream Shot, by the way, increase the Arcane Flare range by 50%. Hitting a hero with Arcane Flare Center reduces its cooldown to 2 seconds, not by. So you're setting the cooldown to 2 seconds at that point. And if you're curious, the baseline Arcane Flare is 6 seconds. And this is the radius increase. So you can actually see right there how big that is. But Phase Shift from Brightwing into the mid lane engagement. Blade Dash from Artanis. Phase Swap as well. Twin Blades will take down the Anduin. First Blood to the side of Ashe. We do have that reactive parry level 1 for the Artanis, as well as the Psionic Synergy level 7 or level 4. Hitting enemy hero with Phase Prism grants 30 armor for 5 seconds. You're out with a Righteous Hammer bopping him back as the Artanis made it to top. And also reactive parry, damaging enemy heroes with Twin Blades or Blade Dash grants Artanis 50 physical armor against the next enemy hero basic attack, reducing the damage by 50%. I don't believe there's a duration on that. I believe that is indefinite. No, it looks like there is a duration on it. Okay. Oh, no, there it is, 50. So it looks like that is indefinite. Kind of like Muradin block stacks at level 1. There's no timer on that. It's just once you actually take those autos, then you will be losing those physical block stacks. Sorry, I was looking to see if we have any new information. Small pause. Don't know what the issue is. Level 7s did come through, and this is going to be Mule for the Abathur, Quicksilver Bullets. I guess we have a Discord issue going on right now. Skullcracker, Peekaboo for the Brightwing Phase Shift upgrade. How did our gamble turn out? Pretty decent gamble. Chrono Surge for our Artanis at level 7, hitting an enemy hero with Phase Prism grants 40% bonus attack speed for 5 seconds, and slows the enemy movement speed by 30% for 4 seconds. Readies are being requested. Let's get back into it. Divine Steed, Seeker in the Dark, Eternal Flames, Ice Flows. Zeratul pushing up things in mid. Abathur still soaking up. And as I mentioned, he does have Mule. So Abathur will probably start calling that down consistently, and there it is, going to be in bottom lane. But over in top, the opposite side of the map, Siege Giants or the Bruiser Camp is grabbed. Yrel, Diablo, Anduin all pushing things up here. Blade Dash from Artanis, hit with a Chastise, answer backs with a couple Twin Blade strikes. As Diablo slams Muradin up against the wall, the Righteous Hammer pushes him back as well. Brightwing Phase Shift into the top lane. Here comes the Mule for top lane for it as well. And I believe Mule heals for just under 4,000 HP. Yrel jumps in once again. Diablo Shadow charges the Muradin. Phase Prism, Leap of Faith. Muradin Dwarf tossing in. Is there a Fire Stomp from Diablo? Not when he's polymorphed by Brightwing, as she will activate the Soothing Mist. And that was the end of the siege. in top lane. Mule was cleared away, and there's going to be some decent damage onto the fort. Second seed of the map is up and available. Brightwing's going to start working on this. Abathur burrows, tunnels his way into the objective area. And Brightwing took a lot of damage, but won't go down. Top lane fort still being worked on by Yrel. 10 talent tier almost here for both sides. Yrel wants to take this down and will be able to do so before that mule gets called once again. Divine Steed was started there, but immediately denied. Avenging Wrath won't be able to get away, and Yrel does go down. A little greed onto that tower, as in bottom lane, Zeratul with the Warp Blade comes right back and says hello to this Greymane. Nice Vorpal Blade activation. Diablo has got his soul reduced, or soul consumption reduced to 75 of the 100 souls if he dies. Blink heal, suppression pulse. Abathur is going to go evolve monstrosity. That is a bounty, by the way, chat. That is a bounty for Abathur. So if Adventure scripted by Hopaka can win this, they'll claim the first bounty of the tournament. If you have any questions about the bounties, by all means, ask them in chat. I will do my best to answer. And if you have no questions and you're enjoying the stream, keep enjoying the stream. Thanks for being here, everybody. What a fun Wednesday live tournament early on in the day. You love to see it. Diablo shadow charges onto a minion, able to back away. We're able to get to a better position. Twin blades onto Yrel. Looks like our Tannis is able to blade dash around. Stormbolt onto Yrel, Curse Bolt to follow that up. Abathur Monstrosity is going to burrow in here. Does have 15 stacks. But that Monstrosity is cleared away and all stacks to be lost. How do you spell bounty backwards? I don't know. How do you spell bounty backwards? Yautamnipi? I think that was right. Diablo starts out this fight in bottom lane onto the Greymane. Zeratul jumps in. That Vorpal Blade is a little... Okay, it looks like Diablo will be fine with that Leap of Faith right there. Greymane Inner Beast is active. Does have the Abathur hat, but no auto attack speed buff at level 4 from Abathur's. That will be mines at 1 in 4. Another Monstrosity up and available in 35 seconds. Okay, Curse Bullet, Ardent Defender, Light Bomb, Zeratul with his Might in the Nerazim, Diablo getting hit with a Stormbolt from Muradin, Abathur hat as well, heals coming out from Lavkol, but no kill. Top right of the map is going to be our next seed. Doesn't look like the positioning is, doesn't look like Ashe is looking to position for this. And actually, Zeratul and friends, they're going to jump on to Muradin in the bottom area, who keeps setting up in this bush in the same position consistently. Light Bomb catches the heal of Muradin. Artanis is able to phase swap onto Diablo. The heals are okay from the Fire Stomp, but Diablo will go down. And a flubbed fight in bottom lane will go double kill for the side of Storm League, or for Adventure scripted by Hopaka. I thought I saw this Monstrosity starting to move its way towards the objective phase with a burrow or tunneling claws, but I guess the activation was canceled. But it's 5-2 in kills, and the experience is starting to pull away in favor of Adventure scripted by Hopaka. Will they be able to get the first Monstrosity bounty ever? In one of the previous tournaments, there was a bounty for Evolve Monstrosity Abathur. Multiple teams tried it. Every team failed. No team has been successful ever for a Monstrosity bounty, and I believe there's been 5 to 6 attempts of this. This is either the 5th or this is either 6th or 7th, to be honest. And it doesn't always look like this, but oftentimes the Monstrosity Abathur, this is how it looks. Like, around level, 10 to almost 16, it's looking pretty good for the Monstrosity. And then that level 16 power spike hits, and I don't know what it is, but the game typically flips and goes the way of the team without Monstrosity. Maybe it's the 16 scaling. Maybe it's just that later game team fighting. I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens here. Now, the big thing to note right now is we do have this 2 seeds for both sides. So this will be a Garden Terror summoned by one team. No 16 talents here on either side. Light Bomb from the Anduin, not connecting onto an enemy. Water Elemental summoned by the Jaina. That Winter Snowman is coming through, and I guess we have another pause as we pull out of the game. Oops, there we go. And we'll find out what's going on with this issue in a moment. I'm assuming it's another Discord issue. That's been the problem in the past, and a couple little things here and there as well. Monstrosity is chilling, and it's actually heading towards the team fight. Objective phase has not been started out. There's a couple sappers left. Not a bad start here for the subjective fight. Excuse me, my apologies. A little tired today. Murden still has Avatar, Suppression Pulse 2, Blink Heals available. Diablo, Lightning Breath is up. Might of the Nerazim for Zeratul, 12 seconds cooldown on that. Ardent Defender's up and available. So we're just waiting. We'll wait and see how this fight goes. Oh, readies are being requested. Once we see the readies in the countdown, we'll swap us back in. Alright, so Zeratul jumps in, looking for Greyman on the left. Lands the Singularity Spike. Lavco with the channel. Murden tries to interrupt. Was denied by Diablo, but the Suppression Pulse would have interrupted either way. Anduin cancels early. Zeratul looking for a way into this. Abathur pushing physically in the top lane, as well as the Monstrosity. I guess Abathur just positioned further forward in the top lane. But Blade Dash from the Artanis. He should be taken down. See what I mean? Like, this is that point where the Abathur Monstrosity composition just doesn't seem to work out. And Monstrosity in bottom, it looks like it was taken down by tower shots. Oh, no, it looks like it was actually pulled to top lane, okay. I was like, I don't see Monstrosity on the minimap anymore, but it looks like Abathur tunneled back over towards Keep Front Gate. Monstrosity to try and push out things in top. Bottom was pushed up earlier during the objective phasing. Nicely done. Yrel jumps in, Diablo Shadow Charge, Light Bomb to follow up, but unfortunately no one, or the Fort Front Gate was in the way. Mule is going to get a little bit of value here, but it's cleared away as well. Zeratul looking to join in, full 5-member push through mid with the Garden Terror as well. 16 talents here, almost here for Storm League enjoyers, as this Blizzard will take down the wave, push in that talent here. Suppression Pulse again from the Artanis. He's hit with the Chastise. Yrel jumps in with the Avenging Wrath. Couple tower shots onto Diablo. See Shadow Charges right back in, looking for something. Polymorph onto him. Divine Star thrown out once again. Gilnean splash through the minion wave as we do have some damage onto the enemies. Murden Dwarf tosses in, looking for the Piercing Stormbolt, lands it onto 2, followed up by a Chastise from the Anduin onto the enemies. There was a Curse Bullet into Diablo, but he keeps getting healed up. Ardent Defender summoned by Yrel. She'll Divine Steed to back away as she doesn't get much healing off of the enemies. Avenging Wrath right back in, but I don't know if she wanted to do that right there. Leap of Faith comes through with 200 HP, and Yrel will live twice with 500 so, trying to get away. Another Water Elemental summoned by the Jaina, and that'll be the end of the engagement for the members of Storm League enjoyers. They don't find any kills, but still, Garden Terror phase was pretty promising. They pushed up things in, they took down a fort in top lane, they pushed up things in bottom. A Gilnean Cocktail through bottom just clears or thins out the wave a little bit, and we'll go back into camping for both sides. Oof. Fire Stomp from Diablo. Artanis is looking to Blade Dash around. Light Bomb stuns him. Abathur Monstrosity burrowing into the engagement. Does have full stackage on the Vault Monstrosity. You can actually see that around the talent bar at the bottom. And Monstrosity, it's actually just going to go soak up some experience in bottom. The hat will be left. Abathur looks to call down Mule in mid. Siege Giant's getting wonderful damage onto this fort here. But Brightwing and crew can clear this out. It is going to be Critterized level 16 for the Brightwing. I did talk about Hush, the small synergy with Dream Shot. The extra range. But Critterize, I mean, minus 25 armor is pretty good. Monstrosity managed in bottom lane. Should be cleared away. Yep, there's going to be a root from Jaina as well. And she did go to that root level 16 with the Numbing Blast. 1 second root on that. Templar's Verdict for our Yrel, which was nerfed in the most recent patch. Went from a 20 armor reduction to 15 and from 7% to 6. Still is the prioritized talent. Ariana mid is going to go down. Nicely done. Good rotation gank onto him. As Diablo drops another Fire Stomp to get the dismount and back away. Muradin with the Dwarf launch into the enemies. And Garden Terror is in the top center of the map. Losing your Zeratul right before this, that's unfortunate. Now, technically it is 4v4, but I don't think Yrel and friends want to even try and step into this. So they'll eat the Garden Terror phase and go for a defense. So mid fort will be given away. Garden Terror in bottom sending quite far into the lane. Muradin rotates in really quickly to pick up a lot of that experience that was left on the ground. Picks up a good chunk of full experience as well. So you do have those reduced globes after 6 seconds. And then I believe they persist for another like 39 or something. I believe it's 45 seconds total. Well, left side will be picking up level 20s first as well. And maybe, just maybe, this might be the first Monstrosity victory in these tournaments. Might be the first Monstrosity bounty ever picked up. Because that is the third fort to fall. All outer layers removed. Jaina drops a nice Blizzard onto the Muradin. As he's going to be drop down to 30 or 50% HP. Nice little leap of faith. Artanis blade dashing around over here in top lane. Zeratul pushing out mid. Yrel soaking up bottom. They want that level 20, but of course, without the 20 talents here and with Yrel and Zeratul showing in other lanes, this is easy. Easy siege into the keep. Auto attacks with Greymane's Blunderbuss. That's the radial splash you're seeing beyond the keep, and doesn't look like they're going to continue this. We do have the Speedy Dragon, level 20 for Brightwing. See the battery burn. That's not right. The plasma burn. 50% there. For the Artanis, we also will see the Hive Mind. So, I don't. Is there a Monstrosity level 20 upgrade? I honestly don't know. There we go. Oh yeah, complete evolution. Increase Monstrosity basic attack damage by 100%. There's also Evolutionary Link, but that's more so for. But that's for the clone. That's for the clone. But Hive Mind, I mean, Hive Mind's so good. You get Symbiote creates an additional Symbiote, a nearby ally hero. The Symbiote mimics the commands of the first, but does half the damage and shielding. Alright, well this Garden Terror Seed can be given away. Give this away, get level 20s, push out your waves, get rid of this Monstrosity in bottom so it stops scaling. Jaina drops a Blizzard, Zeratul comes in as well. Diablo anchoring around the high side of all of this, and the Monstrosity does get cleared out. That timer does start. If you take notice of it when the Monstrosity is summoned or out and available, that timer just sits at 90 seconds, and the moment it goes down, that's when the timer starts, of course. Good auto attacks coming in from the Artanis. Bruiser Camp will be cleared away and grabbed by Greymane. Opposing side, level 20. Seraphim, of course. We'll see the Censure for the Anduin. Twilight Falls on the Zeratul. We'll have Hellgate for Diablo, and Jaina goes into the Wintermute, which is a great upgrade for the Water Elemental. Hellgate in, Diablo overpowered, no stun onto Muradin. There's a nice Light Bomb onto 3, Lightning Breath to cook up the Brightwing. 9 HP. Zeratul tries to go, and he's polymorph. The Greymane auto attacks are going to zone him. Muradin does go down. First kill in favor for the side of Storm League Enjoyers as the Leap of Faith does save Diablo, and his Fire Stomp or whatever was there was enough to take down the Artanis. Jaina gets the slowed. Singularity Spike not connecting from Zeratul, but he focuses on clearing out this wave. And another seed to spawn in the top left, but no Garden Terror to be summoned. Nice team fight for Storm League Enjoyers, and they're going to take down Fort through mid. Okay. Seed over here in the top left. Zeratul in the bottom right of the map is going to clear out these bruisers that did push up onto the keep front gate. Abathur Locust here in mid lane soaks up a bit of the experience that was down on the ground. It's a tenuous map number 2. Really good back and forth here in Garden of Terror. 5 to 6 in kills. Abathur Evolve Monstrosity back out in top lane. Clears out these Siege Giants. And looking to stack up this Monstrosity again. Next seed will be in the bottom center of the map. Should see the announcement for this fairly soon. Low cooldown from when the seed is gathered to a new spawn. Zeratul grabs this camp. Take a peek over here in bottom area.
Another seed.
There's the seed spawn. And another pause, unfortunately. My gosh. A lot of pauses in this game. A lot of pauses in this game. 250 ping. Alright, one player with 250 ping. By the way, chat, we are 1 sub away from being 300 subs. If you're feeling generous, if you'd like to resub, gift a sub, all that good stuff. As we're just waiting for this pause to finish out. Let the player ping level here. One keep has been taken down. Monstrosity lane in top, or at least the prioritized Monstrosity lane, is going to have to clear out a camp. There's Siege Giants traded in mid. Urel soaks up bottom. It's 1 out of 3 seeds to both sides.
You know this, and why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid?
Dragon, what's up, bud? Good to see you,
Just
dude.
for the Apple TV.
Welcome. I hope you actually got the Apple TV. I hope that worked for you. Good to see you, bud. Hope you've been well. Hopefully your work schedule hasn't been too crazy and you've been able to catch some streams. But otherwise, good to see you and happy Thursday to you, my friend. Thanks for coming by. The Apple TV thing is kind of weird, so I don't know. Like, sometimes you have to... Sometimes, even if, like, you've subbed in the past, you have to, like, gift a sub. I think that's what happened to Ninja. I think, like, Ninja redid his subscription and didn't get it, but then he gifted a sub and then he got it, so... might have to... You might have to do that. You might... Twitch may have baited you. But I do appreciate the tier 1 and the continued support. Thank you so much for 30 months. Thanks for being awesome. Mr. Keeper of Dragons, yes. If it wasn't for Dragon Keeper, man, this world would be so treacherous and scary. Thank Bahamut we have Dragon Keeper to tame all those dragons. Could you imagine if there were actually dragons in the world? Oh my god. You know, like, there'd be so many different, like, utilizations of them. There'd be, like, Dragon Airlines. There'd be, like, Dragon military stuff, like... If Twitch baited me, I'll be mad. If you baited me, I'll be tickled pink. Tickled pink? But your name is Dragon Keeper. I don't know about all of you. I hate being tickled. It is like, I get angry. I hate being tickled. Alright, pause is over. Ping is leveled out. We're back into Garden of Terror. You know that people would be like, oh, cute, a dragon. Yeah, just like how people are like, oh, cute, a giant bear that can maul me to death. I mean, it's the same people that are like, I would like to have a, like, I saw a video recently, it was like, someone has, like, we saved a puma and it's now part of our family. And I was like, that thing will maul you to death the second it gets a chance. Hell no. Hell no. I would not want a large cat creature as a pet. I wouldn't want a dragon as a pet, but I would heckin' go see one. As a kid, my siblings tickled me to the point where it just stopped working. Oh, that's my dad. My dad has, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, like, it doesn't affect him. There's people out there like that. There absolutely are. I think my buddy's girlfriend in high school was the same way. She also, you could sit there and you could spin her on like you know how you like twist up like a swing and then you let go and then you spin for like a minute and then you try and walk around? That would never affect her at all. She would have made a great pilot. Lightning Breath from Diablo as this gray main does go down. Zeratul finding that kill. Seed still up and available. Monstrosity Abathur heading towards mid. There is a decent wave coming into top that needs to be managed at some point. And it looks like Zeratul will be the one to go do that. Muradin with a delay onto the objective. No Garden Tear summoning, but hey, it still lets Abathur and Monstrosity push up in top and mid. How did you know that? Because he told me. It's random stuff we talked about. He's like, yeah, Angelique is not ticklish at all. It's wild. And she doesn't get dizzy from being spun around like on a swing. As I said, she would have made a great pilot because she doesn't get dizzy. And I think that's one of the things pilots needs to be able to manage or do. Have I ever watched Kung Fury movie? Yeah, ages ago. I think like Schwarzenegger was actually like a really big fan of it, and he backed the sequel, I think, right? Like it was like mostly Schwarzenegger who like Schwarzenegger found out that there was no sequel because of money, and he's like, how can this not exist? He's like, I'll help you all. So the Kung Fury 2, I think it's still being developed or something, but Arnold Schwarzenegger's helping out with that, which is pretty cool. If we had if we have horse dancing in the Olympics, we would have dragon racing, or dragon racing in the Olympics would be awesome. Anyways, fantasy Olympics aside,
Gather the seed before your enemy does.
I feel like fantasy Olympics would also be very one-sided. For some, it's like archery. Oh, I'm pretty sure the elves will win. Lightning Breath from Diablo, and Artanis is going to be able to take him down. Unfortunately, Zeratul is, in this case, the stronger of the two Protoss and will be able to find the kill into the Artanis, as the Seed will spawn here. Could be a Garden Tear for Storm League Enjoyers. Could open up this map further, as the Abathur Mule probably being summoned for, like... Oh, why is Mule not... There it is. I was like, why is bottom not healed up completely yet? I feel like it's been on that third of HP for a bit. Wow, racist. Yes, the fantasy faction that is known for being particularly good at archery would be pretty good at archery, I would say, in the Fantasy Olympics. Kung Fury 2 stuck in legal hell? Oh, really? That's a bummer. Kung Fury 1 is only like, what, 45 minutes? It's kind of a short, really, right? I don't think it's a full movie. Elven privilege. I feel like track and field would be a bit of a mixture, but I feel like the dwarves would do really good in some aspects of track and field. Like shot put. Or like lifting. I guess, well, is lifting track and field? I'm not sure, actually. Alright, so we have the Garden Terror on the side of Storm League Enjoyers, as there's the Artanis going down. Evolve Monstrosity and Siege Giants are pushing into mid lane. I just want to point this out really, really quickly. Top keep has gone down. Monstrosity may take down mid keep, but I don't know. This is looking like it's a push to end from the side of Storm League Enjoyers. They want to take us to a map 3 and shut down the potential of a bounty for adventure scripted by Holpaka. Has the curse continued with Abathur Monstrosity? Lightning Breath from Diablo. Zeratul does go down to the Nexus Forces as Diablo polymorphed into a plant. Auto attacks from Greymane are good and take him down. 53% left on the core. Jaina and friends, they're trying to burst this down. Ice Block activated to buy a little bit of time to get some of those cooldowns to elapse, but I don't know about this. Urel Anduin, I don't know if they have the damage to take this down. Urel is trying. She's trying, but she will fall. It's gonna be a not like this core. Not like this.
Team dominated.
Finland!
My gosh. My gosh, 1,298.2 damage. Some people just needed to auto the core, and maybe, just maybe, this is going to be the first ever monstrosity victory for Bounty System. GG's. GG's. What a turn of tables. Zeratul will have to make the most insane play of his life to be able to clear this away, but my golly gee, nicely done. And the first bounty of the tournament is claimed by Adventures scripted by Holpaka. Yeah, they did make Leroy Hearthstone cards. Oh no, indeed. First ever monstrosity victory.